Let's begin this morning with this wonderful meditation where we're going to combine joy and peace. And these are two of the faces of the Mother's love. And the color of joy is that pink, sprinkled with 1,000,000 dots and filaments of gold. It's that pink gold. So relax. Drop down into your heart, down into the bottom of your Valentine heart, and breathe in the pink, and breathe in the gold. The pink diamond of your beloved self, of your sacred being, joined by the golden diamond of the Father and the blue diamond of the Mother. So breathe in that pink and go deeper. Interestingly enough, the color of peace is blue, so that fills out our tri-flame. So breathe in the blue diamond. Breathe in the sky blue of Michael. Breathe in the blue of delphinium, of sapphire, of blue topaz. Breathe in the gentlest blue of aquamarine. And again, go deeper. Go to the place at the base of your tri-flame where the canary gold diamond and your beautiful pink diamond and the Mother's blue diamond join. And feel that merging. Feel that sense of unity and perfect balance of your divinity as you carry the energy of the Father and the energy of the Mother and the energy of you. Whether you are angelic or archangelic or seraphim or starseed or hybrid, we are all human. We are in this human form. So feel this unified energy, that you are not at one end of the spectrum or the other, that you are in the central part, the unified part of your being. And now take a nice deep breath of magenta, the magenta of Jesus Sananda, of Lord Maitreya, of Archangel Yophael. And this is the ray of compassion. And as we are working and bringing forth and anchoring on Nova Earth, peace and joy, we must bring in compassion. Because this is our ability to observe what is transpiring upon our beautiful planet, to understand it, to send our love, but not to assume the burden. Because as the Council has said, To do that is highway robbery. So let's bring our energy together right now to Europe and across the seas, across the straits, to Syria, to Turkey, where thousands and thousands of people remain as part of this migration trying to escape. The terror of their homeland. And let's feel in our compassion, in our beautiful magenta wine color, what this must feel like to basically walk away from your home, from your friends, often from your family, perhaps where your family has lived for generations, from your neighborhood, from everything that's familiar, and you're walking away basically with the clothes on your back. And then feel what it is as you cross the sea and you reach the shores of Eastern Europe and you breathe easily because you think you're finally safe. And you have heard the news that many are welcoming you with open arms. And feel the distress, the terror, the fear, as you also learn that countries are closing their doors to you, that food and water will be scarce, and that shelter will be unheard of. And that if you want any of these, you must go into a camp in a part of the world where camps historically have meant death. Let's together send them the energy of blue, of anchoring that deep sense of peace within their hearts, within their bodies, within the space around them. And let us also see the peace without. That the nations, which are simply people, throw open their doors to welcome these victims of war, victims of terror. And let's sprinkle them with the joy for the small things like a cup of water or a cup of tea, to the very large things of finding a home and a new beginning, a fresh start that we all deserve at one time or another. As a circle, hand to hand to hand to hand, let's encircle all of these refugees from Syria and send them our heartfelt love, our support, as we send support and love to those countries receiving them. And let's bilocate and leave our imprint, our beingness in Eastern Europe, all the way to Germany, from Russia to the tip of Greece, and give them our love and compassion. Greetings, I am Yeshua. I am Jesus Sananda, brother, son, friend, and ally. Welcome, my beloved ones. And yes, as the channel has said, Michael and I have tossed a coin, and I have won. And so I have the honor, the pleasure to speak to you this day. And it is about peace. And it is about my magenta compassion. And it is about the joy I give you. Look not to pain and sorrow and suffering. I am not saying to turn your head and ignore it. But do not engage. Do not add your energy to the pain and suffering and sorrow as you travel to assist those who are displaced and those nations that are feeling displaced or put upon. Bring the compassion. Bring the strength of fortitude. Bring the patience of Job and the mercy of the mother and father. This is what is required. It is not to ever override the free will and choices of any, but it is to awaken within the hearts of all the compassion, the understanding that you are all Gaians. I have known of invading forces. Yes, in my life as Yeshi. For the Romans were foreign invaders. And although they conquered, or so they thought, they did not succumb us. For the traditions of Judaism and of my messages have lived on long since the power of Rome. Aggression, control, bloodlust is not of the fabric. It is not of the tapestry of the mother, and it is not the truth of what it means to be human. Has humanity been at war for far too long, thousands of years. The era I speak of is over 2,000 years old, and the war is still going on. The countries change, the players change, but the bloodlust and the desire for control doesn't change. Except now. The energy of your planet, of the Mother's tsunami of love, of her gift of clarity and purity and grace, is not to be denied. The energy of the Masters, of compassion and fortitude and patience and humility and service, cannot be downplayed. The interventions of your star brothers and sisters, literally taking missiles out of the air, cannot simply be looked at as a dream. It is a reality. They are disarming missiles, bombs, and borders. Because this is the time when love is restored to the planet, to the hearts and minds and will and beingness of every human. That the mastery within, expressed in action in the without, comes to the forefront. My message has never changed. Love yourself, first and foremost, and love your neighbors. If you do not value, cherish, honor, adore your sacred self, you, as much as I have ever been, are the child of the Mother, Father, One. And you, my beloved friends, on the ground, are here to work miracles, or what has been thought of as miracles. Because love was never a miracle, it is simply a natural state of being. The miracles come in the actions of love. And they are only considered miracles not because they are alchemical, but simply because they are unfamiliar. But that is about to change. And people, Gaians, are opening their hearts to one another. And you are declaring, not merely silently in the privacy of your own home, but publicly, for all to hear, that terror, hatred, bloodlust, greed, all issues of control are not acceptable and are not welcome upon this planet in any dimension, in any reality, in any timeline. You as masters do not override free will. But you do set the tone. You do set the patterning of how to proceed and what is laudable and lovable and what is not. Anchor yourself firmly, my beloved friends, in the seventh dimension with me. Today, tomorrow, the day after, and every day for the rest of your life. Come and sit with me in this dimension of love. And let us declare once again, peace on earth. Not peace on earth for some. Peace on earth for all. Participate in as many joint and conjoint meditations and prayer groups as you can. You are the way showers. You are the agents and the angels of change. And I am your servant, your brother. And I am counting on you, as I always have, to stand with me and by me, in front of me, behind me, and next to me. Let us proceed together, and let us walk in peace and joy and laughter. I love you. I love each and every one of you. With all my heart, my entire being. I love you. Farewell.